If you are a man who thinks shadow work is nonsense, this video is for you. There is a video on my phone that I have started 3 times and finished 0 times. A woman closes her eyes, presses 2 fingers against her chest, and slowly says the word held. Every single time before she opens her eyes, I close the app. A guy I work with sent it to me saying this changed everything for him. My first reaction was embarrassment for him, followed by straight disgust. I dismissed the whole thing as vague, feel-good nonsense, repackaged psychology sold with crystals and soft lighting. I was confident in that judgment. I still think a lot of what gets sold under the name shadow work deserves to be dismissed, but here's what happened next. I started noticing that same fast contempt showing up in completely different situations in my own life. A colleague breaking down crying in the supply room over a missed delivery. A close friend grieving hard after a business project he poured a year into completely failed. Even my father on a phone call when his voice caught for half a second while saying he missed how things used to be. That is when I realized the speed of my rejection was not really about the video. It was about something in me, and once I looked at it honestly, it forced me to examine parts of myself I had been keeping hidden. In this video, I am going to walk you through exactly how I got there, what Carl Jung actually meant by the shadow, why so many practical men instantly reject this stuff, and one simple thing you can try for the next 7 days that does not require any crystals, retreats, or vague promises, just honest observation. If you have ever shut down emotional stuff quickly and told yourself it is just being rational, stick with me. A man I work with sent me that video back in March. I did not tell him what I actually thought. What I thought was that a grown man was recommending a video about pressing your own chest to me on an ordinary Tuesday. I felt something close to embarrassment for him. I want to be specific about the feeling, because the feeling is the whole subject. It was not disagreement. This was faster than that. This was closer to disgust, and disgust does not wait for evidence. I have felt that exact speed of reaction more than once. When someone talks about their inner child on a podcast, when a colleague describes a job change as a journey, or when someone suggests releasing what no longer serves them, something in me stands up and says no before the sentence even finishes. The thing my friend sent me is usually called shadow work. I had heard the phrase before and filed it next to crystals and cleanses. A century of actual psychology repackaged with softer lighting and sold back at a markup. I still believe most of what gets sold under that name earns the skepticism. The case against it looked solid. The language is often vague. Claims that cannot be proven wrong are not real claims. Many teachers show a softened face but rarely show a visibly transformed life with clear before and after results. The stories follow a pattern. Dark period, sudden discovery at a retreat, then the happy ending with no real mechanism explained. A field this full of people selling comfort has earned suspicion. If I had stopped there, I would not have been wrong about most of it. The problem was not my conclusion. The problem was the speed of my reaction and what that speed was protecting. Then I started noticing something unrelated to any video. A man on my team broke down crying in the supply room over a missed delivery. He was mortified. My first internal reaction was contempt. Pull yourself together. I did not say it out loud, but it was there. Another friend spent a year building something that failed completely. When he talked about it, what came out was raw grief. Underneath my supportive words, I felt the same flicker. Get over it, build the next one. Even smaller moments stuck with me. My father near the end of a call said he missed how things used to be. His voice caught. He recovered quickly and changed the subject to logistics. I felt relieved he moved on fast. All 3 men were doing something I have never let myself do in front of another person. They were having a real feeling in full view, without editing at first. And my automatic response was contempt or relief that it ended quickly. That is not a coincidence. That pattern pointed at something in me. Carl Jung, the Swiss psychiatrist, described the shadow as the parts of ourselves we push out of view early in life. Not because they are evil, but because they sit where the light does not reach. Whatever we exile does not disappear. It keeps acting through us, often showing up as strong opinions or instant reactions we think are just rational. I did not want this to apply to my own contempt, but the evidence was clear. The trigger was never weakness or self-indulgence. It was someone allowing a feeling to be visible before making it presentable, something I have never allowed myself to do. My fast contempt was never really about the quality of the video. It was a report from the part of me that decided long ago that visible need gets you left behind, so the safest move is to never let it show. I am not here to tell you the original video was brilliant. I still think a lot of shadow work content is vague and unhelpful. What changed is this. I stopped treating the speed of my rejection as proof that I was right. Fast is not the same as correct. Fast is just fast. Here is the only thing I would ask you to try. For the next 7 days, anytime you feel that instant contempt or dismissal toward emotional topics, write one single sentence. Describe exactly what you saw and exactly what you felt. Then close the notebook. No long journaling. No childhood inventory. At the end of the week, read all the sentences together and look for the pattern. What keeps triggering it? If nothing shows up, you lost nothing but a few minutes of attention. If a pattern appears, it will tell you something important about yourself that no video could deliver. I still have not finished that original video. I opened it again last week, got to the same 4 seconds and closed it, but this time I noticed the reflex instead of obeying it. Noticing is the difference between a reaction and real understanding. None of this is therapy, and I am not a therapist. If you are carrying heavier pain, grief, or struggles that feel overwhelming, talk to a qualified professional. This is simply one tool for men who want to understand their own reactions better. This is my first video here. If it landed with you, there will be more in the same honest direction. Let me know in the comments what triggers that fast contempt for you. I read everyone.